start. Just gonna ask everyone to mute themselves if they can. And then we should be good to go. All right. So we're just gonna talk about starting 2025 off on the right foot. Make sure we're setting kind of like real expectations, how to overcome life when life fucking happens, right? Because it does all the time. So this 2024, right? Good start here. And then this is us gonna be this is gonna be us in 2025, right? A little happy face here. Okay. So we have to start with what's called a growth mindset, right? We have to accept the fact that it's never going to be perfect, right? Even though you might think even my shit's always perfect, it's not, right? And the fact that holidays just happen, let's say 90% of people struggle, 95%, right? Gain a little bit of weight, all this, they kind of feel guilty about it. We just got to get past that, right? Just move the fuck on. Move the fuck on. Progress is never linear. There's always, going to be bad days, bad weeks. We just got to move on. And then we have to think again, reframe your mindset more so of long term, right? Not one bad day, not one bad week. It's over the course of a year, right? Your health doesn't just start and stop on one day or week. It's over the course of your life. If you live to 100, that's fucking fantastic, right? It's over the course of years. And then at the end of the day, feel like shit from the holidays. Guilt doesn't burn fat or build muscle. Just move the fuck on, start fresh. It's feeling like, oh, I had a really bad week, all this sulking in it. We don't need to do that. Just move on. It's not going to solve any problems. All right. And then we're talking about long-term thinking, right? This is short-term thinking. We have a little bit of a spike from the holidays. We're like, oh my God, diet's ruined. I don't know what's going wrong, those sorts of things. Versus if we think big picture, right? We zoom out, we made really good fucking progress. So 1 week, 1 day does not define us. Just move on, think long term. Setting realistic, right? What's called process oriented goals, right? How do we get there? It's not just about setting a goal, it's about like, how do we get to that goal? So you have to think of a specific goal. I want to lose 15 pounds in 4 months. And then focus on what you're going to do to lose that 15 pounds in 4 months. Could be working out 4 times a day, could be walk 10K steps, right? The little actions actually get you there, kind of breaking it down, not just vague outcomes like, I want to lose 30 pounds. Cool. Okay. Well, how are you going to get there, right? You're going to throw spaghetti at the wall and hope it works. Like, how are you going to get there? At the end of the day, be fucking for real. If you couldn't work out 3 times per week, right? Why are we going to start you on 5 times, 6 times? So that's where the realistic aspect comes into play. That's why I ask you guys, like, how many can you realistically commit to? That's what that's there for, right? Why try to commit 6 times a week? You're just setting yourself up to fail at that point, and then you're gonna feel like shit. And then you're like, oh, Anthony's mad at me. I didn't do my workouts. Now I quit, right? So you gotta be realistic. Time bound, add deadlines, right? Meal prep every Sunday. If you struggle with eating, struggle with food, meal prep every Sunday for the next 3 months, right? Have a goal. I won't miss hitting my steps for the next 100 days, right? Set a goal, a little deadline, right? Program 16 weeks, boom. Next 16 weeks, I'm dialed the fuck in. A little bit of time bound there. I have a trip coming up in February. For the next 2 months, I'm dialed the fuck in. Or next month, I'm dialed the fuck in. Trackable, right? Use measurable data. This is why we track the data. That's why I track photos, the reps, the weight. Reps, weight, calories, or weekly averages. Having those little things in check, just make sure we're heading in the right direction. Focus on the habits, not just the outcomes, right? Goals are destinations. Habits are how we get to those destinations, right? So the vehicle. Start small. Something simple, tracking your calories, right? It's going to bring awareness to actually what you're eating. If you struggle with protein, add 2 protein shakes to your diet, right? These are good, easy habits you can implement. If you struggle with activity, right? You're sitting at a desk all day, walk at least 7K daily steps. 7K is pretty reasonable, right? 6K at the minimum, but small things here movement, right? You want to incorporate movement in your lifestyle, period, right? The more you move, the more calories you burn, the more like you are to keep the weight off and or lose fat, right? Long term. So another one, right? Skip the appetizer or take home leftovers, right? If you're part of the clean plates club, like I used to be, right? Why just that all or nothing mindset? Like I gotta finish everything on my plate. Why, right? Just take it home with you. Then you can eat the meal twice. Or if you're like, I need to eat all my French fries, right? You're full at the restaurant at this point. You're like, but I need to finish my food or I'm wasting food, right? Who cares about French fries? French fries are going to be there forever at the end of the day. They're not going anywhere. And carbs are cheap too at a restaurant. So it's like, who gives a shit? You left some fries, you left some rice, whatever. Habit stacking, right? Link new habits to existing ones. If it's something like I need to add a protein shake, I need to add a supplement, creatine, right? If you already brush your teeth, and I hope you are, right? Do that before you brush your teeth. Habit stack, simple things. You're already doing something every single day. Add something positive to that, right? Could be something like plan out or log what you're going to eat the next day when you're already doom scrolling at night, right? Well, let's just check our screen time here. You're already on your phone all fucking day. Why can't you go in and log your food for a couple minutes? Not that hard. Forget perfection, all about consistency. At the end of the day, consistency beats that motivation. 70% effort, way better than 100% once in a while, right? You're like, I'm going to have the best perfect plan ever. This is going to get me everywhere. Everything's perfect, but you only do it once a week. Like, who cares? That's not going to produce results. Doing 3 out of 5, let's say, workouts that aren't the best, not the most optimal, is better than doing 1 out of 5 optimal workouts. Show up, showing up and doing half the workout is better than skipping at the end of the day. Like you're short on time, like, oh, I don't have time to go to the gym. Show up, do like your first 2 exercises and go home. You're gonna feel better about yourself, and doing something's better than nothing. And then I say this all the time, a shitty estimate on your food is better than no estimate at all, right? At least you have some sort of accountability, a little box check. And then seasons of life. Know that some days, weeks will be harder. Show up. It's not going to be perfect. Changing expectation, right? Let's say you're in accounting or something like that. And you have a busy season, year end, or whatever it may be, different parts of the year. Cool. We can change from committing instead of 4 or 5 times per week to 3 times per week, right? There's different seasons of life. We're going to be more busy. Could be summer, could be vacations, always happen during this time, right? Adjusting your expectations based off, what's going to happen in life. And again, that's all about setting yourself up for success, not setting yourself up for failure. You're going to be strapped to a desk 12 hours a day. Doesn't make sense to commit to working out 6 times a week. Plan for barriers, life fucking happens, right? Have awareness, identify challenges. What, like, every time you've tripped up, every time shit hits the fan, especially like last year, try to be aware. Like, why? Why? What caused that? Like, was it because of stress at work? Was it because you didn't plan? Like, try to be aware anytime you fail and learn from it, right? You don't really fail unless you don't learn from it, right? Did you go too hard during the first week? Got so sore you quit, right? This is a common one. New Year's Eve resolutioners are like, my fucking year, I'm gonna go hard as hell. And then they go to the gym 3 days in a row, they smash their legs, they can't walk for a month, and they're like, oh, I lost consistency. I'll wait till 2026 now. Did you commit to working out too much, even though working out was good, work was going to get busy? Again, overcommitting leads to you feeling like you fail. If you know life's going to happen, like it did let's say last January, life happened. Okay, let's ease into it this time, not do the same shit that we did last time. Again, some days, weeks will be harder. Show up, even if it's not perfect. Celebrate small wins, right? Celebrate sticking to the habits, the journey, track progress weekly, tracking your macros 7 days in a row. That's a win. All right. If you've never tracked food before, you track a couple days. That's a win. Showing up for 4 workouts, right? That's just showing up, period. If you've never showed up before consistently, but you showed up, that's a win. New gym PRs. Again, this is why we track our performance as well. Those are going to give you motivation. You hit a PR, you're like, fuck yeah, I'm getting stronger. I'm getting muscle. Not just weight or just how you look in the mirror. There's multiple things that go into progress. I'm gonna mute you. I can't mute you. Bernard, can you mute yourself, my man? Uh, why is it not letting me mute you? Muted. Good. Cool. Positive reinforcement, right? Reward yourself with things other than food, right? And you don't want to be like, I lost a pound, I hit my weight loss goal, and then you go and binge eat, right? That's not what you want to do. It could be a new wardrobe, right? You looking good, you feeling good, right? Get some new clothes, some gym clothes, a new suit for work, new dress shirt, or if you work out at home, get some new home gym equipment, new dumbbells, maybe new leg press, things like that. Take immediate action, right? Start today, not Monday. Break the whole, I'm going to start Monday, fresh start cycle whenever you miss, right? Don't feel like if you get to Tuesday, you get to Wednesday, and you missed one workout or you missed tracking your food, that it's like, oh, week's ruined. No, it's not even close. If you decide you're just going to wait again till next week, next check-in, right? Then you just lost 4 or 5 days where you could have made really good progress. And it could be like, I didn't track my food for half the day, right? Okay, let me track my last meal. Let me track dinner, right? Okay, I didn't hit my steps. Let me just go for a 10-minute walk, right? Small things. Those things all matter, not all or nothing mindset. At the end of the day, right, momentum builds motivation. If you struggle with motivation, the first small steps build those bigger ones. You got to have that discipline to actually take those small first steps, right? And eventually you won't need to rely on motivation because because you're taking those small steps, you're going to see results, you're going to see progress, you can get a little bit of that like dopamine reward aspect. You're going to want to keep going, and motivation becomes a hell of a lot easier if you're in momentum at that point. Simple thing could be like when I first started trying to hit my 10K steps, right? I was pretty inactive when I started it. I was at like 7K, and I was like, holy shit, how am I going to do 10K? And then I had the discipline to do it for a week. And then I did it for 2 weeks. And then at that point, now it's like second nature to me. I'm just like, all right, fuck it. I'm just going to go do it because this is what I do at this point. Build that habit. But it takes a little bit of that discipline to get you going there, right? 1 week of discipline, 2 weeks of discipline becomes a hell of a lot easier. Cool. All right. Questions? Anything? Anyone got anything? That's how we are going to set ourselves up for success in 2025, right? Start with the growth mindset. Don't do short-term thinking, think long-term. Set realistic, process-oriented goals, right? What's realistic? How are we going to get there? Focus on habits, not just outcomes. Forget perfection, all about consistency. Plan for barriers. Life happens. It fucking happens. Celebrate small wins. Take action. Don't wait till Monday. Just take action. You fall off the wagon, just pick yourself back up, right? I say this all the time. You cannot fail unless you quit, essentially. Fitness is long term. All right. Questions. If anyone has questions or comments, anything, feel free to raise your hand. Yes, Brand. What's up, man?
Okay, so a couple things here. When you say 10K in the app, is that kilometers, or for you guys it would be miles? Or is that the amount of steps you take?
That's as many steps I'm taking. 10,000 steps. 10K, 10,000.
Oh, see, okay, I've been putting it, so I'm taking more than 10,000, right? I thought it was because when I go to enter it in myself,
Mm-hmm.
I always put under distance.
Mm-hmm.
And in mine, because I'm Canadian, it's under kilometers. So,
Do you measure things in kilometers there always?
well, we're kilometers, not miles.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just
So,
10,000 steps on what your watch says. It's
okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I hit that a lot then, because there's times where I know I need about 14,300 steps for 10 kilometers.
Yep. Yeah, for you, it's not a concern because especially when you're back at work, you're moving like 20K, 20,000 a day. So not a concern.
At least, yeah. And right now, because of this temporary layoff, I've been walking to the gym
Huh?
just to really try to get my. Well, I've been doing 10 kilometers worth of steps. So yeah,
You're
I'm
moving.
definitely. I've been getting them. I know there's some days I haven't logged it because I was under 10 kilometers, so I was kind of confused in that part.
All good. Again, if you ever have questions about anything, Brant, don't feel like it's a stupid question ever.
Yeah, oh, no, I never do. I have no problems asking questions.
Good, good.
Yeah.
That clarified. I like that you walk to the gym. That's a good one. If you live close enough.
Hey, it's minus 17 here today, and I'll still be walking to the gym.
That's it. It could be
That's
colder.
it. Well, for you guys, your minus 32 is zero.
Yeah,
So yeah, it's pretty cold here right now. Let me tell you.
I bet it is. I bet it
Yeah,
is. Last night it
yeah,
was cold here too.
yeah.
Cool. Anyone got any other questions? No? Good. We good? We feeling good about 2025?
Feeling good.
Feeling great. Feeling
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, I'm gonna do more of these little mini master classes as always. I'm gonna have our Q&A on Mondays. Fridays is gonna be new, a little bit of master class too. This Friday, gonna be talking about just like weekends, how to handle those. And Thursdays, obviously form review. So continue to send your videos in. I'll take a look at those and should be good to rock. All right. Cool. All right. As always, questions come up, shoot me a message in app, and let's have a great day. Let's have a great year. Talk more soon, everyone. See ya.
Take care.